nobody at home today, who can... Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Nittany Lions ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. A first down for the offense. Looking for room. It's Frazier. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down here for the offense. Quarterback keeper. The expressway is wide open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. He wants to throw. Quickly complete. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Ball in the air, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Safeties are in the back, and they have so much ground to cover. You see them. They can go sideline to sideline. Great job reading the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, going making the big turn.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're bringing heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Back to pass, it's Casey. Feeling some heat. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Florida took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Gainesville. never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but a great field position for the O at the 37.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Scrambling away. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Offense set on first down. On the move, it's Frazier. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season. You're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Coming after it. He'll try to do it himself. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down here for the offense.
Easy.
The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10.
Green 25.
Right back to the well. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Give to the running back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Quick pass on the fly motion. Across the 15. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the offense. On the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these design runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front. At that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. Lets it fly. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And he's still running after the move. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Fast motion from the offense. Looking for a man. It's Casey. On target to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
They'll go 4 wide, twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Still running at the 40. He's now up to 58 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
29 Philly.
They'll leave it with him. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Brown. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
He'll take it himself. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
It's simple play, simple game. Get that first down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And The pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. That blitz from the defense completely wrecked the offense's chance there on 3rd and 1.
Great job by the defense. Good timing. Great job bringing extra bodies. Now, listen, you're thinking run on 3rd and 1, but you play pass if you need to. Great job adjusting, seeing that it was a pass play, getting to the QB, getting the sack, forcing a 4th down.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce.
Can anyone catch him? He's inside the 40, at the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Briggs. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away, and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Throws for the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
With jet sweep pass. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the 1st down.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going to take a shot, and that pass intercepted. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Heaves it on the run. And he makes the catch inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. To the air, it's Casey. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Direct snap. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Georgia going up tempo. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Get set.
Calls his own number. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the designed quarterback run game going, but moving forward.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
This seems to be a chip shot field goal attempt and a routine 3 points, but they will go for it on fourth down. Pressure coming. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive, you want to get touchdowns, you don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this, but now you get no points. And defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on fourth down and goal.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you just...
Going up top. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down on your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play, and you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that.